Hi, everyone. It's Latanya Carmouche, your personal development life coach. I'm here to empower you and provide you with helpful tips that will help you rewrite the script of your life. Today, we are beginning our 8-step series on discussing 8 steps to a powerful personal empowerment plan for 2024. Can you believe it? We are at the end of 2023. I'm recording this on December 31st, and this is literally the last day of the year. It went by so fast, right? So very quickly. Time is just flying by. And if you're like me, like most people, every December we get this burst of excitement and we start to make promises to ourselves and to others and making all these resolutions on what it is that we're going to do different in the upcoming year, how we're going to change the next 365 days. It's a new year. It's something about turning that calendar and seeing the new year come about that feels like you have a fresh start and that you have a clean slate and that you can just start a whole new chapter. And we've all said it before. In fact, I've heard it several times over the past few weeks. New year, new me. We've all said that. And then what does that really mean? Because after a few days or a couple of weeks, the optimism and the enthusiasm that we had starts to fizzle out. By mid-January, real life sets back in. Everyone's over the holiday festivities and everyone's done celebrating. And we get back to our regular scheduled plan and our everyday living. And all those well-intended resolutions that we made on January 1st just end up abandoned. And by the end of the month, we're back to the same old same, right? So New Year, same me, right? Then we become disappointed in our ability to reach our goals. Then we begin to be down on ourselves. We disregard everything. We discard all the great plans that we have for ourselves. We don't even try a little bit. This year I'm going to be healthier. I'm going to work out 7 days a week. By mid-January, in January, you're like, forget it. I skipped a few days. I might as well not do anything this week. And I'll start again on Monday. Then Monday comes around and I got busy on Monday. Okay, forget it. I'll start next week. And we just repeat the vicious cycle. We say we're going to do something. We don't do it. We'll put it off till Monday. We put it off until tomorrow. And then by the time the tomorrow comes, we're at the end of the year, like we are right now, ready to celebrate and we're ready to start a new year. But nothing changed last year, right? But today, this December 31st, I challenge us to change. We can't keep aiming for the stars without a solid plan to actually make our dreams come true. We can't keep betting on a new calendar year to magically transform our lives. I am and you are. We are the only ones responsible for our own lives. We're the only ones responsible for creating a real lasting change that we apply to our lives every day. So this year, let's take a completely different approach. For 2024, we're going to take a completely different approach. Instead of making vague resolutions, we're going to create an intentional, personal empowerment plan with clear action steps to set ourselves up for success in 2024. Now, real quick, commercial break, right? Took off last week because I had to put myself on vocal rest, and I was confident that my voice was back today, but it's starting to feel a little shaky, but bear with me, right? It's just the way I sound. I feel perfectly fine. It's just the way I sound for now. So for however long this will be, this is my new voice, right? So this is my new voice in 2024. All right, let's get back to this. What I want you to do is we're going to start reflecting deeply on 2023, right? So when I took last week off, I didn't record any blogs. I just took the week. I took time to just focus on 2023. And this is what I want you to do this week. I want you to focus on your 2023 accomplishments, right? What did you accomplish over the past year? And then I also want you to focus on what didn't happen. What were your missteps? What went wrong in 2024? Without taking inventory of what went well and what didn't, we won't know where to start building an effective plan for our wins in 2024. So we're going to correct our course of action and we're going to challenge ourselves to get it right in 2024. We're going to complete this year. We're going to start off with a bang. We're going to end it with a bang. So over the next week, I want you to really do some deep thinking. Go back month by month and evaluate 2023 across all areas, right? Evaluate, how was your health in 2023? How was your career? How was your finances? How was your relationship? How was your personal growth? How was your lifestyle? And we're going to write this already down. We're going to write it all down. And in fact, I've already got my new journal. I'm already set for my new journal to kick us off in 2024. And I've already started writing in it. So get yourself a new journal, get a notepad. You can use notepad in your iPhone, whatever it is, piece of paper, whatever it is. I want you to write it out so that you can see the things that we're going to capture, right? We're going to go over those things, our wins. What was our wins? What was our losses in 2024? And then next, we're going to envision exactly what your best self looks like from a year from now, right? Next December 31st, before we kick into 2025, what do you want your life to become in 2024? Write down, how do you envision your best self? Describe your ideal life in vivid and sensory details, right? Very detailed, right? Not, I just want to be healthier. No, I want to be able to do a 5K without being winded. I want to say that I worked out for sure 3 times a week. I want to, whatever. You have an old pair of pants in your closet. I want to be able to fit that old pair of pants. Like, be very specific on what it is that you want to accomplish over the year in 2024. The personal empowerment plan you create will serve as an essential roadmap. So we're going to go over 4 action steps for you to cover. So to get your journal, get your pen, get your paper, and let's get started with this. So step 1, we're going to reflect on 2023. We're going to set aside some time, dedicated, right? 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long you take. Just take a week, 20 minutes a day for a week, and thoroughly review your 2023. Create a 2023 year in review document that captures all the insights. Reflect on key areas, reflect on your career, reflect on your finances, your education, your health, your fitness, relationships, personal growth, development, lifestyles, just everything. We're going to reflect on all of that. I have a client that I actually still work for, and we do that every year. I do a year in review for him. We see where he was the previous year. We see how far he advanced the current year, and then we begin to discuss our next year. And that's what we're working on. Actually have an appointment with him tomorrow. So just do that. I challenge you. It's very helpful. Do it for yourself. Analyze your major accomplishments. And we have to remember to celebrate. When I say major accomplishments, I mean, an accomplishment is an accomplishment. Whatever you achieved, it deserves a win. It deserves to be written down. It's something to be celebrated. You learn how to cook a new dish. That's something to celebrate. Whatever it is you succeeded on, whether you didn't get a promotion on your job, but you maintained the same job and you did that job well, that's something to celebrate. You know how many people quit and gave up on work after the pandemic? Everybody just went crazy, right? Whatever it is, big or small, write it down and celebrate that so that you will use that to empower yourself to do more in 2024. If you look at all these wins, all these things that you did accomplish, you managed to clean out a closet, you managed to, get rid of some old clothes. That's an accomplishment. You'll be motivated to do more the upcoming year. So you cleaned out your closet in 2023. Maybe you can clean out the garage in 2024. You never know. Just whatever it is that you accomplish, no matter how big or how small, write it down, and we're going to celebrate that. Next, you're going to write down specific challenges that you faced throughout 2023. And what were some of the mistakes you made? Don't beat yourself over it. We have to give ourselves some mercy. We got to give ourselves some grace. We're human. You're going to mess up. You're going to have some shortcomings. So what? Acknowledge them, write them down so that you can learn from them and that you can improve. You can improve them. There's no need to make the same mistakes that you made in 2023. Why would you make those same mistakes in 2024, right? Acknowledge the mistake. You messed up. Oh, well, acknowledge it, admit it, quit it, get on with it. Do better next year, but write it down so that you are aware of the things that you maybe misstepped on or, didn't fully succeed with, right? Next, you're going to document what were your goals for 2023. Think back to December 31st, 2022. What was your resolutions? What were all the things that you said you were going to accomplish in 2023? Write those down and then ask yourselves, which ones did you complete? Which ones did you make some kind of progress with? Which ones did you not even start? And which ones did you just scratch off and say, forget it, I don't want to do that anyway, right? Write all those down so you can see what we still need to work on, what's no longer relevant, and what we can improve. Next, you want to highlight your proudest moments and your key learnings from 2023. What did you learn? Right? You got to be proud of something. What did you learn? You have to have learned something. We should learn something every day from somewhere, even if it's from an animal, right? We can learn something from somewhere every day. A child, an animal. I'm learning now. There's a book by Dr. Anita Phillips called The Garden Within. I'm learning now about plants and how the Garden of Eden was a symbol of the garden that's within us. Excellent book. Anyway, you can learn from everything. Action 2, we're going to review our data, right? We're going to gather information that we may have collected over 2023. Write down if you said, hey, I wanted to save money. Let's pull out your banking statements. And did you spend money? Where could you cut back more on? How well did you do? Can you improve, or are you doing just fine? Are you going to continue that way? Can you save more? Pull out your statements. Let's look over 2023. Pull out some of your journals. Hopefully you guys kept journals, right? I encourage you to keep a journal all year. Go back over some of your journals. What are some of the things that you were feeling? What are some of the things that you discussed that you wrote down to yourself? That's your journals between you and God, right? What are some things that you wrote down? And, how has that turned out? Where are you at with those things? And just go over, you wanted to lose weight. You wanted to gain weight. Where did you start? Where are you at now? How's that going? Just take 2023 and then just make a graph of how did you do? Did you consistently go up? Did you go up and down? Just so we can be aware of our patterns and we can learn from it, right? Next, we're going to ask for solid feedback, right? Ask your close friends, ask someone in your family, someone that you can trust. What did they observe about you over 2023? What did they observe about some of your wins and some of your areas that you may have developed in? What did they observe about your personality? How have your personality changed, right? We should all be growing every day. No one should be the same. Who I am today is not who I'm going to be a month from now. Who I am today is not who I was last year, right? We should be constantly growing and getting better, right? And I encourage you, it's off topic real quick, but I encourage you to read your Bible daily. This is something that I've accomplished in 2023. Finally, I can say that I've read the Bible from front cover to the end cover, right? I finally read the entire Bible. So that's something that I'm celebrating. And now, the work that I'm doing on myself is to become a better person in Christ, right? God, who do you want me to be? I want to be everything that you called me to be. I don't want to miss a step. I want to speak to everyone you want me to speak to. I want to smile at everyone you want me to smile at. I want to do everything God has intended for me to do, right? So that's the work that I'm doing through the Bible. We can learn. That's the perfect guide to tell you how you should live, right? What your birthrights are, what you can claim as a child of God, the power that you have being a child of God. So much we can learn from that, right? So we're constantly growing. So ask your family, what areas have you seen me personally growing? And request, just get their opinions, right? Then that what they say is not Bible, right? If they say something and it may be off, whatever off, you don't take that as a fact, right? So we know the Bible is absolute truth. Sometimes when people say, you ask for feedback and I didn't see much change. If somebody say, I didn't see much change in you, you're still the same. Okay, disregard that. That's not Bible. That's not the end all word, because within yourself that you have certainly changed, right? You used to be mad and blow your horn at people driving to work because you're rushing in traffic, and now you just leave earlier so you don't have to blow your horn. That's growth, right? That's something and it's something that they may not have recognized. So again, ask for feedback, but be careful when you take the feedback, because don't let it discourage you in any way whatsoever. If you work a corporate job, request feedback from your managers, request feedback from your colleagues on your work style, right? What areas do they see that you've strengthened, areas that you've grown in the workplace, right? And how can you improve on that? Schedule an interview or schedule a review with a coach, right? A life coach. If you're one of my clients, we're going to do this anyway. We're going to review last year. Like I just mentioned, we have a client that I'm working with tomorrow. We're going to review last year. Where were you? Where are you now? And where are you going in 2024, right? So talk to your life coach, talk to a mentor. If you don't have a life coach, talk to a mentor. Step number 4, we're going to look for themes and patterns, right? So analyze your actions. Analyze what it is. What is your daily pattern? What do you do every day when you wake up? Why y'all didn't tell me my hair was sticking up right here? Anyway, we analyze your patterns. What are your habits, right? What are the common themes that you find yourself doing every day? Do you come home from work every day and just plop on the sofa and you be like, wow, I don't even know how I got here. It just happened, right? Identify the patterns that review the tendencies, whether good or bad, that you have. And then again, we're going to see, are they working for us? Is this what we want to carry into 2024? Or is it something that we need to intentionally put a stop to it? Next, you're going to uncover your priority issues, right? How are your priorities in 2023? What was most important to you? How can they improve? What should stay the same? And then you want to clarify your true values based on how you spent your time, right? You say you value learning, but you spend all your time watching Netflix. You say you value family, but you refuse to call anybody or you refuse to go visit anybody because you still, whatever, you're scared of the pandemic or they live too far. You think they live too far, right? Whatever it is, right? What are your values? What you say you value match your actions, right? I value being a healthy person, but are you still eating Cheetos for breakfast, right? Make sure we're going to assess our values, write down your values, and then assess, do your actions match what you say you value, right? I want to learn more. Oh, but I didn't register for that class because I don't want to go to class on Tuesdays. Well, do you want to learn or not? Do you value learning or not, right? So you get what I'm saying. And that's it. That's it for our start off for this 8 steps. That's all we're going to do for today or this week, right? So remember, if you don't have a new journal, go ahead and get yourself a new journal. Start over. Or if you just, if you have a journal with plenty of pages left, just maybe fold that page over and write 2024 and then you just use the rest of that journal for 2024, right? But let's get started. That's our assignment for this week. We're going to make 2024 the year that we become who we were created to be. We're already on that path. We're going to become better, right? We're going to become better than yesterday, better than last year. We're going to not just talk about it, we're going to be about it this year. And we're going to tackle things one by one, right? So we're not going to have a list of 10 things on our list of things that we want to do. And then all of a sudden, tomorrow, January 1st, we just automatically this new person. We're going to tackle one by one until we perfect everything, right? And become the best that we can be. We got 365 days to get this done. I'm excited. I'm convinced that you can do it. I know I'm going to do it. And I can't wait to see you, right? So for more information about this topic and to read some of our other blogs, visit us at ltce.info. Be sure to comment and to like and to tell a friend. I've been seeing some of your comments and I'm so grateful for the comments that you send me. They're very encouraging, they're uplifting, they're inspiring to me, and it does my heart good to know that I am being obedient to God, and in my obedience, I am able to deliver something of benefit to you. So thank you so much for the comments. Thank you for letting me know that you're there, that you're with me, that you're rocking with me, and I'll see you next time.